Bridge collapse in Baltimore, Maryland. Team coverage right now on the breaking news from this morning. A cargo ship slams into the Francis Scott Key Bridge, causing it to collapse.
Storm Jones has the latest this morning on the search and rescue efforts. Also, our Washington Bureau Chief Alex Cameron will have the latest on the state of emergency.
First, let's show you the pictures. The moment it happened, let me show you the video. The cargo ship actually slams into the Baltimore Bridge. It's on the left side of your screen. And then look, the bridge comes tumbling down into the water. At this point, they're still trying to figure out how many motorists were on the bridge when this collapse happened.
Those cars plunging 185 feet. All of this unfolding at 1:30 this morning, Maryland time. That's 12:30 Oklahoma time. Search and rescue crews have been in a race against time trying to find survivors. At least 7 people, possibly up to 20, at least 7 people, possibly up to 20, are still missing this morning.
Let's go to Storm Jones. He's in the newsroom tracking things from the newsroom on search and recovery efforts. Storm, what have you learned? Can you give us the update right now?
Yeah, Robin and Lacey, I'm actually monitoring a press conference right now with officials in Maryland and the Secretary of Transportation in Maryland giving us a more precise number of people involved in this incident. Still searching for 6 people in this time at this time in that river. 2 people have been rescued. At last check, 2 people taken to the hospital. Police in Baltimore are declaring this a mass casualty incident after that cargo ship hits the Francis Scott Key Bridge, one of 3 thoroughfares in Baltimore, causing the massive bridge to collapse at that Patapsco River. And this is the dramatic video showing the moments that cargo ship slammed into the bridge. A massive ship, 155,000 tons, bound for Sri Lanka, left the Baltimore harbor at 1:30 this morning, local time. That's 12:30 Oklahoma time. And in a new angle of this video, you can see the lights flickering in and out on that ship in the moments leading up to the impact. The latest update from officials we're getting right now, the crew members still on board that ship as the rescue efforts are still underway. I want to take you now live to the scene where that search and rescue efforts. This is the press conference, actually, I was just mentioning there. This is the governor, or the governor of Maryland. They're updating the press. We do know this is now 8.5 hours since this incident occurred. Let's listen into this press conference. Right now speaking, the Transportation Secretary of Maryland.
In the hospital, but it is, we communicated with that person, and then 6 that we are searching for.
And all construction workers working on the spot with all 8 of them?
Yes, they were all related to the construction program, yes.
We heard that multiple vehicles went into the water. Any word on how many vehicles went into the water and the condition of those people that were in the vehicle?
Not at this time.
All right, we'll shift over here.
Was there any way to shut down the bridge? Was there enough time for that distress call to trigger something like that?
The thing that we know is that, even as the boat was coming in, we had a ship that was coming in at 8 knots. So coming in at a very rapid speed. We do know that the investigation is currently going on. But I have to say I'm thankful for the folks who once the warning came up and once notification came up that there was a mayday, who literally, by being able to stop cars from coming over the bridge, these people are heroes. They saved lives last night.
Right.
Governor, the focus is on rescue now, but looking forward, is there any vision for how long it could possibly take to remove the wreckage, to rebuild, how it could possibly be done? Can you look into the future at all at this point?
This is going to be a long-term build. It's going to be a build that's going to...
That is Governor Wes Moore of Maryland there. The new details coming out. The governor saying someone, after the mayday was called out from the ship, was able to begin shutting down traffic on that bridge. Remarkable new details coming in from Governor Wes Moore of Maryland. Robin and Lacey.
Oh, goodness.
Wow. And still searching for 6 people is what it sounded like from the Transportation Secretary. So new details just coming in. Images of that bridge collapse in Maryland really brings to mind for Oklahomans what happened here in 2002 in Webbers Falls.
Yeah, Robin and Lacey. This Webbers Falls, May 26, 2002. 14 people lost their lives in this bridge collapse, I-40 into the Arkansas River. The segment of bridge we're looking at here is about 500 feet, to give you some perspective. The bridge we're talking about in Baltimore this morning, 8,500 feet, more than 16 times that collapse. Differences between these two incidents, folks we know in Webbers Falls, near Webbers Falls, didn't have time to stop. And we heard many stories of cars continuing to travel down I-40 in 2002 as that bridge was collapsing. The new details, brand new details, are getting out of Maryland this morning. Sounds like folks may have been able to warn drivers to stop as that Mayday call was coming in. Again, 19 people were plunged into the river in 2002 here in Oklahoma, and only 3 of them made it out alive. So it does sound like perhaps more encouraging news this morning coming out of Baltimore. Ladies.
Storm Jones with the update. Again, we'll continue following this story, the breaking news from Baltimore, Maryland. Keep it here on News 9. Good job, Storm, with the update there. We're back with more headlines for you right here on 9 after this.